everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Deb and I'm here to do a Dollar Tree grocery haul. I think my very first. We have a Dollar Tree that's opened up and it's huge. Now it's not carrying all the new stuff, it's carrying all the staples, but maybe once they get up and going they'll start getting a lot of the new stuff that I'm looking for. But they have a huge freezer section and I've never really looked at Dollar Tree's freezer items until now. So we did a little bit of, my husband and I did a little bit of grocery shopping in Dollar Tree. We bought 27 items, spent less than $35, and walked out with a number of bags. So that's really saying a lot, because when you go to the grocery store, if we got all this, it wouldn't be $35. I don't think even in the slightest. So let's get started. We picked up the Arizona Kiwi Strawberry Fruit Juice Cocktail, and everything we picked up was $1.25. My husband picked up this Orange Dream drink, like an orange sickle type drink. And then he picked up the Sparkling Ice Strawberry Zero Sugar Cherry drink to try. He likes trying drinks. He's big into that. Me, not so much, but he loves that. And then he picked up this Swirl Pop energy drink. There you go. So now that I've shown you this, I'll show you those, he can go ahead and give them a try. He's always going to pick up Slim Jim stick. He loves those things. And he picked up the hazelnut cream with cocoa spread. I don't know too much about that, but he thought it was interesting, so he got it. And then the Cake King Cinnamon Crumb Cake Bites, 8 to a box. He picked up those. And Tropical Fruit Trail Mix, 6 ounces. That is a great deal. If you were to go into a vending machine at work and pick this up, you would not pay $1.25 in a vending machine. So he got a good deal there. And then these pork skin lime chili by Brim. Yeah, that's all him. Oh. And then one more snack, or 2 more snacks. Pistachios. This was really cool, and I gotta get it back in the freezer. It is strawberry cheesecake ice cream for $1.25. How many ounces is this? That's a great deal for $1.25. It is 14 fluid ounces. Strawberry cheesecake ice cream. There you go. Got that. And then he picked up this little Fruit Loop container. And I said, sweetie, why don't you get a big box of Fruit Loops? Because I think you're not getting the best bang for your buck. And he said, well, if I do, I'll sit down and eat the whole thing. And I said, I'm right there with you. I probably would too. So even though it's not the best bang for your buck, actually it is. I'd rather him get a little container, eat him a little bit of Fruit Loops, than sit down and eat a whole container. So that's worth $1.25. Okay, let's move on. Sweet chili sauce. Got that for $1.25. Some canned foods, sliced carrots from Del Monte. That's probably an okay deal. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but this is the best deal on the planet. Green Giant 15-ounce mixed vegetables. $1.25 at Dollar Tree, $3 to $4 at Walmart. This is the best deal. And we use this to mix in with our dog's food. Rinse all the sodium water out, rinse the water, pour it back, and then we just use it as a filler for their dog food. So that is a fantastic deal. And one thing I always do is I always look at the expiration date just to make sure that it's at least a year or 2 out. The only thing recently that I bought that I didn't look at the date were those Idahoan, those 4-pack of potatoes. They were set to expire in September. So, a month out, which is okay because it's flakes. So that is one thing that did not hold its expiration. And I can't find those anymore. I guess those were a here today, gone tomorrow item, because now I'm just seeing the 1-packs instead of the 4-packs. Okay, moving on. We picked up 2 cans of the Campbell Kitchen Classic Loaded Potato Soup. $1.25. Two for $2.50. That is a great deal. And another great deal is Campbell Chunky Bowl. He got the spicy chicken and sausage combo. Got 2 of those. Because if you go to Walmart, these are about $2.50 a piece versus $1.25. Grocery shopping at Dollar Tree, it looks more and more appetizing. Okay, Banquet chicken pot pie, $1.25. Freezer section. Jimmy Dean English muffin, sausage and cheese. Jimmy Dean griddle cake, maple pancakes and sausage. This is amazing. The big burrito. This is the red hot beef. They had all kinds. They got chicken, beef. They got one that's a lobster. So we actually picked up 2 of those. And then we picked up a beef and bean green chili. Yeah, green chili. Look how big these things are. I could never eat one of those. That's a whole lot. Never a haul without my Eat Regal jasmine rice. You get a lot of rice, and this is very fluffy. I love this rice. I mean, I love this rice. We pick up 1 or 2 every time we go to the Dollar Tree. I just can't see buying rice anywhere else. And then we got the Eat Regal broccoli cheddar rice. So they have all kinds of different flavors, but this Eat Regal rice is really, really good. Don't sleep on the rice. Again, in the freezer section, the Bar S classic smoked sausage, $1.25. You get 4, $1.25. This is a repurchase. The Bar S thick bologna. You get 5 slices for $1.25. We bought this about 3 or 4 times. So in the South, if you don't know how to make a bologna sandwich, you take your bologna, you put it in the pan, you take a spatula, you cut your 3 slits so that it doesn't bubble up in the middle. You fry it, you flip it over, you crisp it up, you get your bread, you put some mayonnaise or mustard, whichever one you like the best. You put your bologna on it, you put your slab of cheese on that, and a slab of onion on top of that. You got yourself a bologna sandwich. There you go. And then one thing I will mention that's really not a Dollar Tree haul, but just something that's new at Walmart. As you know, I love the Cebu that I was getting from Dollar Tree, but Dollar Tree stopped carrying it. And so what we did is when they stopped carrying it, my husband started going around to different Dollar Trees when he'd be out and about, and he'd just grab up Cebu. And he came home one evening and he said, "I've been collecting all this Cebu for you." He had bought 76 packs of Cebu and spent over $100. And I was like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do with all that Cebu? I still have probably 50 packs of Cebu. I'll never get through it all. But anyway, so he was in Walmart and he saw the Star Kiss Smart Bowls. And he said, "I believe this is the same as your Cebu." And the Cebu is 6 ounces and the Star Kiss is 4.5 ounces, but it's only $1. So he bought the rice and beans, the jambalaya. He bought the Latin citrus. He bought the spicy pepper. I'll be eating tuna for the rest of my life. He bought the barley and beans with tomato basil. And he bought the Mediterranean style pasta and beans with tuna. So I've got enough tuna, I've got enough Cebu and Star Kiss Smart Bowls to last me a while. But when you retire, you know, sometimes it's not a bad thing to have a back stock of, just the essentials. You never know. So with that, that is my grocery haul. Oh, my husband just pulled in. That is my grocery haul. I hope you all have a great day, great week, and we'll talk again soon. Be good to yourself. If you're not good to yourself, how can you be good to anybody else? Bye.